what city, what state you're coming in from. If you're outside of the U.S., let me know what country you represent. Throw up your flag. Family, I need you to smash up the likes, smash up the likes, smash up the likes. Yeah. Uh, this is an interesting one. This is interesting. Yep. Let me get right into it, fam. There's a woman on social media who goes by the handle, on Instagram, who goes by the handle Queen of Accountability. And she posted under this post where Vivica Fox told women, advised women to not date 50 Cent and don't date any damn rappers. The woman posted and said, let me see if I can get this right. She said, what did she say? First of all, she said healing, well, the second part of what she said was, no, let me get the first part. The first part she said is when, damn, how did she say it? When that meets healing, such and such meets. Oh man, I can't believe I forgot it. But at the end of the day, the woman said that healing is required. Healing is required before you can speak into others. Healing is required before you can speak into others. She talked about how when disappointment meets age, is often disguised, is often repackaged as advice. So healing is required to before you can speak into others. And she hit the nail on the head because Vivica seems to be still very hurt behind the 50 Cent relationship. And I don't know why, because that's been a long time, and I don't see how Vivica can be any good to any man going forward. How she can even be good to herself. How can she even have peace if she won't let that old ass relationship go? That's old, that's gone, it's over. 50 done had I don't know how many girlfriends since, and she's probably had, several boyfriends since. It's over. Like, leave that alone. I had to hit you with the Richard Williams. Remember when Richard Williams had to interrupt the interviewer who was trying to steal Venus Williams' joy, trying to break her confidence down? And Richard stepped in and said, now listen, man, she done told you what it is. Now, leave that alone. Leave that alone. Family, some of us just don't know how to move on. Some of us don't know how to move on. Some of us just don't know how to move on. And we gotta learn that. We gotta learn how to do that. Because you're only hurting yourself. The other person that you steady tripping on, they living their life, they're laughing, having it up, and you over there worried about them, you over there still suffering. You gotta move on. The sooner the better. You know why I move on, like when it's time to move on, you know why I've moved on? I don't like the idea of suffering while somebody that I'm supposed to be still madly in love with, somebody that I really desire, don't want me. And they're out there just living it up. And I'm over here all sad and broken and down. Hell no. I don't like the idea of that. So I don't put myself in that type of position because I care too much about myself. I do not think there's a woman on earth is worth my tears. That's right, I said I'm talking about worth my tears when she ain't got nothing but happiness. She just happy, 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 happy. And I'm crying, you crazy? Go, 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 be great. And I'm gonna go, 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 be great in my own right. And people that can't move forward, what they end up doing is they take that baggage into the next relationship and they destroy that relationship. It could be a good thing they have. They might have the next best thing ever. They may have the best thing they ever had, but they cannot embrace it. They cannot really allow themselves to be loved because they're so jaded. They're just stone cold like ice. Still worried about what this person over here that did this or did that or did that. Man, that shit is over. Let that be done. When I think about my old relationships, fam, do you know I only think about the good times? I don't concentrate on the bad times. I don't even think about bad times. I only think about the good times because even in the bad times, I learned something. I learned something and I got better and I took the lessons into the next relationship and I didn't use it as baggage. I used it as a springboard. You know what I'm saying? I used it as a stepping stone to be better in the next relationship. Yeah, so, I don't, Vivica said that it took her a long time to laugh about it, talking about the 50 Cent relationship. She said it took me a long time to, be able to laugh about it, but she's still obviously quite bitter. She said, don't date 50 Cent, don't date rappers. I know a lot of rappers who are in relationships, who have been in relationships longer than a whole lot of people that are in other professions. They've been in those relationships for years, actually decades. They've been in those relationships. And obviously there's good and bad in all relationships. I don't know how bad it's ever been or how good it's ever been, but they're still together, and that's the point. And here's the thing too. Did Vivica date all rappers? Since she's been with 50, has she only dated rappers? Before 50, did she only date rappers? Because if not, why is she singling out rappers? Why is she singling out 50 Cent? Why is she, if she's ever dated an actor, how come she's not saying, yeah, ladies, don't date no damn actors? If she's ever dated a school teacher, why is she not saying don't date no damn school teachers? Because apparently all of those relationships went bad. If she's not with that person, obviously that relationship went bad. Something went awry in the relationship, right? So how come she's not advising women to not date athletes, to not date the lawyer or the bus driver or the mechanic that she dated? Whatever the dude was doing that she dated. How come she's not advising women to not date the freeloader? You know what I mean? Why is she singling out rappers? Every relationship she had in the past, including 50, did not work out. None of those relationships worked out. So why is she stuck on 50? And 50 finna come light her up. He gonna light her up. Got to move on, man. I wouldn't even give somebody that kind of energy. I wouldn't, even if I felt that way, which I wouldn't even let somebody know they still had that type of power over me. I wouldn't even let them know that, fam. I wouldn't give nobody that kind of benefit. I wouldn't give nobody that type of stewardship over my emotions. Yeah, so that relationship with 50 was back in 2003. Was it 2003? I know it was a long time ago. I don't know how long ago it was, but I know that was a long time ago. That was like when 50 first got hot. Remember? That was yeah, damn, 50 been around, yeah, he been around a couple of decades now. Damn. Oh man, that time be flying. Yeah. Angela Dadneck, what up? Stefan, what's up? What's up? Yeah, fam, I think, see, that's one of the problems already that we have in society. People be trying to date professions instead of trying to date character. You know, you want to date somebody based on what they do instead of dating a person on who they are. You know what I'm saying? About? Who are you? What kind of person are you? They want to date people based on the profession. Oh man, I got a homeboy. He only date professional women. It doesn't matter what she do. She can be an accountant. She can be a doctor. She can be a lawyer. He's been married to, I think, two doctors and two lawyers and one doctor. You got to be a professional woman. That's all he care about, you know. And as long as you're a professional woman, he good. That's a problem. That's a problem with us in society today. We try to date. We want to date professions, careers. We want to date the career instead of dating the character. Yeah. Then you end up in these toxic relationships, and then you start blaming the other person when it's really you because you picked that. You picked it. Takes two to tango. So, yeah, that person may have been wrong for you. That person may have done you wrong, but you picked them. You picked them thinking you was going to change them. You picked them thinking that somehow, some way, once you put it on them, they was going to get right. Didn't work out like that. Sean Lunatic, what up? Buckhorse DC, I see you. What it do? Somebody said 50 was dating Vivica when she was a fox. 1973, what up, what up? Yeah, fam. So I just wanted to hit y'all real quick with this live. I didn't want to hold y'all too long. Wanted to jump on and just cover that. We gotta stop dating careers and start dating character. Character. Because you know, you got some people out there who are judges, and they're the worst people in the world. There are people out there who are nurses, worst people in the world. People out there who are priests, worst people in the world. People out there who are social workers, worst people in the world. People out there who are teachers, worst people in the world. People out there who are therapists, worst people in the world. I go on and on. And I'm only naming those professions where, you know, we give them the benefit of doubt in regards to trust. And I ain't got to name police officers because you know their asses are at the top of the list. Sometimes I feel bad for my homeboys who are police officers because they really be in there trying to do the right thing. They really be in there trying to disrupt. They really be in there, you know. Good dudes, real solid dudes, good dudes. But man, man, it's hell working in this type of system that don't give a damn about the people. You know, where you got leadership that don't give two F's about the people. Out of all the things that Trump could have put a halt to, out of all the things he could have slowed down, this dude went straight for the jugular and said, well, if y'all don't want to agree, to my demands, if y'all don't want to agree to these concessions, you know what? I'm just going to hit you. I'm going to stop SNAP. I'm just going to starve the people. Democrats so slow, they're not realizing that, fool, you got the ups, because he's not just starving your constituents, he's also starving his own constituents. And you know, that didn't go too well. Withholding food from hungry people, hungry voters, that ain't a good thing. And the Republicans found that out real fast. And once it got really, really bad and they people turned on them, the Republicans were actually ready to flip. They were ready to concede. And the Democrats' spineless asses went up in there and conceded. Broke the line. Spineless. Boy, if I was one of those Democrats out there, man, I'd be mad as hell, man. I'm like, you got them right there where you want them at. And you let them off the hook. Imagine sitting on the dock of the bay all day trying to catch a fish. You got your line in the water all day. You pulled it out, put some fresh bait out there, stuck it back out there. You just out there sitting and sitting and sitting and sitting and sitting. And next thing you know, it's dark outside. And you finally catch something. You've been getting calls, woman telling you to come on in, baby, you can get out there, you ain't gonna catch nothing, it ain't biting, it ain't happening, get on out of there, get on out of there. You get bit by mosquitoes and shit. Next thing you know, bam, you, that's a big one, ooh. Get them, and then take them off the hook. Just to have them slip out your hand. And it really didn't slip out their hand. They took it off the hook and threw it back in the water. Talk about some cowards. Ooh-wee, man. Ooh-wee. That's my time.